prepping for Easter today. It's actually the day before Easter. We have a wedding to go to tonight, and tomorrow our day is a little crazy. So I have 0 time to prep tomorrow, and I have almost 0 time to prep today. I have a couple of hours, so hopefully we whip through this pretty quickly. I'm going to plan on making, oh my gosh, okay, 2 things, maybe 2 things. One, is it just as hard for you to find, hold on, holiday recipes online as it is for me? I just keep thinking, like, I've made that before, I've eaten that before. What's new? What's fresh? Come on, Food Network, come out with some new dishes. Actually, I didn't even look at the Food Network website. I normally have their magazine to flip through, but I just went to Pinterest. I got a couple of appetizer ideas, and really, okay, short story long. Our Easter has completely flipped around. We had plans to do Alex's family and my family. Things happened in both of our families, so everything got reconfigured. We're trying to do things. So anyway, we're going to have Easter dinner here. So I ran to Costco yesterday, got a ham. By the way, do not recommend going to a grocery store on a holiday weekend. It actually wasn't that bad. But I got a ham, so I'll be making that in my crock pot, and I'll share that with you tomorrow, which will be in the same video. But I plan on doing a CopyCat honey baked ham recipe, which is actually pretty simple. But today we're going to make a cheese ball. I planned on making like a bunny butt cheese ball, but whatever, I'm just gonna make a cheese ball. Maybe we'll try to make it look like a bunny butt, probably not. A fruit salad, which seems simple, but have you ever made a glaze for your fruit salad? I feel like I've seen Ina Garden make a glaze before, but I never have. So fancy. $5 million dip, never heard of it, sounds delicious. Carrot cake, also never made carrot cake before, and then I have some box cornbread to make, so I'm just gonna whip that together. Now, I kind of feel a little bit of relief because I was going to double all of these recipes, or at least split them into 2 separate containers so I could bring them to 2 separate places. But trying to keep it simple. I say I'm keeping it simple, but I don't know. What should we make first? You know what we need first? Water. Purifies the soul. Okay. You know what Publix was fresh out of yesterday? Green onions. Luckily, I have these from my last meal prep video, and thankfully I didn't use them all. They're looking kind of sad, but I think they'll do the trick. I think I'm also gonna throw in some chives too, just because I have them and I don't have nearly as many green onions as I would like. You know why I think they call this $5 million dip? Because the slivered almonds cost $1 million on their own. All right, well, let's whip this up. It seems pretty self-explanatory. All the ingredients into a bowl. I guess first we need to do some chopping. Normally the dips that I make need to be cooked in the oven. This one doesn't. You just chill it for a couple of hours and you're good to go, which is kind of the allure. For me, I just wanted things that I can make beforehand and not have to heat up once I got there. So that's why a lot of these things are make ahead and chilled. Perfect. Into the bowl go 5 green onions. I only had a couple and then I cut up some chives. Great. 8 ounces of cheddar cheese. I don't have my kitchen scale, but I do have my hand, and that seems about right. Half a cup of bacon bits. Now you can understand where the $5 million comes from. That doesn't look like enough, so I'm gonna add more. Half a cup of slivered almonds. This whole bag is 1 cup, so I'm just gonna do half of it. Great. What am I gonna do with the rest? Snack on it, I guess. You know what? I read that almonds are like the best for you nut. Huh. Like the only healthy thing in this recipe. All right, maybe a little more. I like almonds. And here it is. 1.5 cups of mayonnaise. We're gonna measure this out. I think why you need to be a millionaire to eat this is because your hospital bill will be $5 million. Where'd they get the name of this thing? I feel like you can do 1 cup mayonnaise, half a cup of ranch if you really want to jazz it up, or sour cream. I don't know, I'm just throwing ideas out. It's a lot of mayonnaise. All right, well, you know what? I'm gonna be true to the recipe and do 1.5 cups. I'm not even gonna measure the half, that's good enough. Why did I even dirty my measuring utensil? I don't know. Now I'm just gonna give it a nice mix here. And apparently you're supposed to eat this with like crackers. I assume you can eat it with anything. Celery. I don't know how it tastes, we're gonna see. God, that's a lot of mayonnaise. Are you supposed to feel like $1 million after you eat this? You know what, that's why I should have read the whole blog post, you know? But does anyone ever read the blog post or just scroll straight to the recipe? Chill this 2 hours. Or in my case, 24. I feel kind of weird there was no salt and pepper in that dip. You know, I put everything else away except for the dip. Oh, okay. I need to soften the cream cheese. Crap. Also, tomorrow is like a brunch kind of thing. So I thought, oh yeah, I could make some quiche. But then I was at Costco and I just bought the pre-made quiche because sometimes convenience wins. What are we making here? Cheese is set aside for the cheese ball. Do we start carrot cake or fruit salad? Let's do carrot cake. I've always wanted to make a carrot cake, and my aunt, my Tante Lisa, told me the secret to a good carrot cake is grating your own carrots. Something about keeping it moist. So I read a couple of different recipes, you know how I do, and I kind of took my favorites from both, but I'll link whatever recipe down below for you. But I'm gonna do 3 cups of shredded carrots. I'm just gonna give these a good washing. I used to peel my carrots, but I found that that was a waste of time and it's not really necessary. I think these are organic anyway, so hopefully it's just good enough. I have this little scrubby peeler thing. Okay, here we are. Good thing I have a grater. Don't I have a grater? I think this is going to take me a while. My fingers already hurt. All right, well, it's now or never. See you in 30 minutes. What's the easiest way to do this? Is it like this? Ah, there we go. Sometimes you just have to figure out your method.
In and out of love, never get enough. We never seem to get older. When things are going right, you seem to have the time.
So it turns out, I think 3 carrots is pretty much 3 cups. Let me get my measuring cup. It actually yielded much more than I was expecting. Oh wow, it's closer to 4 cups. Well, you know what? We're gonna use it all. Look at that. Cool. I guess we'll just save these for later. All right, what else do we need? You know what? I'm gonna get my mixer. Ah, I forgot to get the butter. Okay. Does anyone else perpetually forget to pre-soften their butter? Cool, that's what microwaves are for. 10 seconds, flip them over, 10 more seconds, but I always forget, so. 1 cup of butter goes right in. A little liquidy, but that's okay. Some recipes called for all white sugar, some called for all brown sugar. I like to land somewhere in the middle, so we're gonna do 1 cup of each. I think the brown sugar will give it just like a deeper, richer flavor. But if you only have white, do 2 cups of white. We're gonna whip this up. Let's whip that till it's nice and fluffy. Oh, you guys, look what happened. Trying to grab the egg out and it just cracked. And what is wrong with this egg? Can you even see? There's something wrong with that one. We're just gonna move on to the next. Perfect. Okay, that seems nice and fluffy to me, so I'm going to add 4 eggs. You can do 1 at a time like all the instructions say, but like what are rules, you know? Also, crack them one-handed or you're not a true chef. I'm just kidding. Whip it. Also, it calls for 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Oh, I only have this much, so that's what we're working with. And you gotta wipe the sides down. Ideally, you'll do this when you turn it off, but that's how little patience I have. It calls also for caramel extract or caramel extract, depending on how rich you are. But apparently my Publix is not up to snuff because they don't even sell caramel extract. I'm assuming that's like a secret ingredient to this recipe that just gives it that flavor that makes you go, what is in this? But I almost bought maple extract because I kind of think that will give it a rich flavor too. I also kind of think we're not done with those beaters. I also kind of think maybe the pecans give it that nice mapley flavor. So we'll get there. Does it even call for pecans? I'm gonna add them anyway. Okay, why did I take this off the mixer? I don't know. I can't smell it, which might be a bad sign. Hydrate. 2 cups of flour, sifted like a pro. 2 teaspoons of baking. Oh, okay. You need both. 2 teaspoons of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Gotta make it rise. This is a real cake we're making here. You need some salt. Ideally, you want to mix your dry and wet ingredients separately, but we're fine. Cinnamon. The secret ingredient. 2 teaspoons of this. I like to do 2 heaping teaspoons. I like a lot of cinnamon in my carrot cake. I've never had carrot cake before. Okay, so we're gonna give this a nice mix. I tried to do it with my left hand because I felt like my right hand was just in the way, but yeah, too bad. I have like zero strength when it comes to my left hand. Well, this is looking really dry. Did I miss something? Nope, we got it all. Oh, did I tell you this is a sheet pan carrot? I think it's a sheet pan carrot cake. Get a photo for the gram. Hold me closer, Tony Danza. Okay, we're gonna cut up 1.5 cups of pecans, but you know me, the D-O-double-G. D-O-double-G. What does that even mean? I don't, Alex says it all the time. D-O-G-G. Shouldn't it just be you know me, the O-G? You know me, the K-I-double-M. Oh my gosh, funny story. When I was in high school, Moulin Rouge was a big music video that was going on. And obviously my name's Kim, so I got to be Lil' Kim, except for I was like this teeny tiny, weighed 2 pounds, flat-chested little gal. And that seemed to be real funny to my friends. All right, story time's over. Let's add the pecans. Creole lady mama. You're welcome for that. Also, I pinched my finger on my camera. Ow! Also, we add the carrots right in here. 4 cups. The recipe calls for 2.5, but it's like more is more, you know? It's carrot cake. It's gotta be the star of the show. I also feel like I should probably add a little bit more pecans, but I don't know. They're so expensive, you know? How did our parents let us listen to that song? Shouldn't they have been like, yeah, it's a little inappropriate. We tried to make the costumes. Oh my gosh, you guys, just not cool. Oh man, I forgot to set my oven. She said, hello, hey Joe. You wanna give it a go? Ow, ow. I know I said I was gonna do it in a sheet pan. Should I do it in a sheet pan? It's like, do I wanna walk in Easter dinner with a sheet pan, or do I wanna walk in with a nice little casserole dish? I'm gonna do it in here, yeah. Inaudible mumbling. I wonder what carrot cake batter tastes like. Huh, wouldn't crave it. We're gonna spray our dish, plop it all in there, and hope for the best. I have my oven set to 411 degrees. We're gonna cook this for 25 to 36 minutes is what I wrote down. Oh man, I don't know about you, but I really like seeing cake batter, so I'm gonna pull you in a little closer. How's that, Tony Danza? Oh yeah, this is gonna take way more than 36 minutes to cook. I'm thinking 45. It's really thick. I like them thick. I like them juicy. All right, well, lonely old pecan. Should I just eat it? I'll just eat it. All right, into the oven it goes. And next we're going to cut up a bunch of fruit and make a fruit salad. I was talking to my cousin the other day, and she celebrated Easter a little bit early with her mom. And she has a 3-month-old. And I asked her like, oh, what did you make for Easter? And she said, a baby. I was like, man, that first child, you got off easy. Because you know, I always have my kids around the holidays, and I've always been like a week, 2 weeks postpartum in the kitchen cooking stuff for the holiday season. I feel like after you have that first kid, people just don't care anymore. They're like, oh cool, congratulations, you had another one. But can you make that really awesome casserole that you make? Absolutely, right away. While you're like sleep deprived and halfway dead. Pretending like life is normal and you're not bleeding profusely. Well, on that note, let's make some fruit salad. I've been sitting here for like 5 minutes just looking at all the fruit that I need. This should be called the $5 million fruit salad, okay? You need red grapes, you need green grapes. What else do we need? You need blueberries, you need some kiwis, you need some apples, and you need a pineapple. Do I need red apples? Nope, just 2 green apples, but I said I've spent enough money. I'm only getting 1 green apple. I do believe though the secret to this is in the sauce. The glaze, I guess if you want to call it. Well, I guess I need to wash all this crap and get a bigger bowl. Oh, it's hot. I almost bought my grapes from Costco yesterday, but I didn't because they didn't look good. So instead, I spent an arm and a leg getting them from Publix. But I guess it's worth it. Okay, I'm just gonna rinse up all the produce. I'm gonna add a little bit of Dr. Bronner's to the water. Look at these grapes, don't they just look appetizing? Fresh fruit and fresh vegetables always look so good. But then when you go to eat them, you're like, nah, those chips also look pretty tasty. Whatever, I don't need the strainer for this part. I'll just dump them right in. Have you ever seen such a beautiful sight?
Could almost kiss the stars, for shining so bright.
But when it's hard, you just grow cold up. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat, cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires, fires around ourselves. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat, cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires, fires around ourselves.
To give me perspective, I'm just going to use this measuring cup as a guideline. So this is 4 cups, and that's really all the grapes that I need. But if I was just making this, well, I don't know. If I was just making this without thinking about ratios, I'd probably just add all the grapes. Am I supposed to cut these? Oh, great. They're not cut in the picture, hallelujah. You guys know how I like to follow recipes to a T. Okay, that was probably 3 cups of green grapes, and then I'll just do however much of purple.
Saw you from across the room. When our eyes met, I never knew that I could feel this way, and it's kinda strange. Don't even know your name. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you.
It's like a candy. It's tart, it's a little sour. My kids would literally eat like 4 kiwis at a time. You just never know. The recipe calls for 3 kiwis. These 2 are a little hard. I'm gonna see if I have more that are a little bit more ripe, but I'm just gonna add them straight into the bowl. Next, you guys know, I love my pineapple core. Oh man, I tried to pick the most ripe pineapple at Costco yesterday, but this one is not looking very ripe. But it's what we have, so it's what we're going to use. Same with the kiwi. I had a hard time finding some ripe ones, so some of them are a little on the hard side, but some people like that. All right, here's the magic. It's not coming out today. It's like the sorcerer in the stone. Sword in the stone. Oh my gosh, that suction, I tell you. The smell of pineapple, first of all, is making me salivate. Second of all, just reminds me of summertime. Summertime. Right in there. Oh, 2 cups of pineapple. But I'm just doing a whole pineapple. I feel like that's good enough. Is that it? No, I think apple. I'm gonna leave it out. Purely based on the fact that I just don't feel like cutting it. Okay, time to make the glaze. I should have made the salad all cute and like put each fruit in a different section, you know, like Pinterest style, but that's not my style. Okay, so for the glaze, what do we need? We need the zest of 1 orange. You guys know I don't have a zester. I just use a peeler, and that works good enough for me. It smells so good. I remember watching Ina Garden. Ina. I always call her Ina. I remember watching her make something with orange zest and just thinking she was like the fanciest of fans. And look at me now. 2/3 cup orange juice. I'm going to take my juicer and see how much juice is gonna come out of there. Ooh, it smells divine. I also have some OJ that we just had in the fridge. So if I don't have enough out of the orange, I'll supplement. Looks like about 2/3 cup to me. Okay, we do need a little bit more, 2/3 cup, and there she blows. Right in there, maybe a little bit more, sure, why not? Why do I measure anything? Okay, now we're gonna take our lemon. No, I don't have a cutting board, but life will be just fine. We only need 1/3 cup of lemon juice. Fingers are so slippery. And I think that's probably a 1/4 cup. Yeah. Perfection, 1/3 cup. Okay, oh, kids. All right, brown sugar. Oh my gosh, my hands are so slippery, it won't come out. This is ridiculous. Come on, everyone's watching. Okay, got it. Running out of time a little bit. Woo, because of all the interruptions. 1/3 cup brown sugar. Cool. You also need some vanilla, but we've already covered that. I'm fresh out of that. Give it a mix, and I'm actually going to put this in a container, which I thought I already got down. And I'm going to put the glaze on tomorrow, because I feel like if I let it sit with the glaze, it's just going to, I don't know, get mushy and stuff. So, there it is. Wow, that is top quality. Also, the carrot cake's been in there for quite some time, still not done. Into the fridge with both of these. You want to take a peek on this real quick? It's not mixed or anything, but good golly, Miss Molly, that looks good. Also, does anyone else enjoy the look of like juiced citrus, or just me? Okay, moving on to the cheese ball, which I think will be pretty easy to whip together. Let me tidy up a little. I still have to do my hair for the wedding. Should I just go like this? And there's a whole spiel about my hair for the wedding because I thought, oh yeah, I'll curl my hair. Well, really I want to get it cut, but I just haven't had time. And so I thought maybe to make it look a little bit shorter, I'll curl my hair. So I thought, oh, Kim, where are your hot rollers that you used every day when you were in college, back before you had kids, back before you had time for yourself to actually spend time doing things? Why is this out? Anyway, I remembered because I had 2 sets of hot rollers because my hair is so long and thick and luscious. I broke a nail. Dang it, I just stepped on something gooey. Sick, sick, sick. Anyway, I realized, oh, I donated that. So, you guys asked me, do I ever regret the things that I donate? Yeah, I do. Then I looked online. They're like $35. I'm not spending $35 on hair rollers that I'm going to use once. So I looked for them used. It's still like $15, $20. Some are like 10 bucks, but then I have to drive an hour, and it's just, who has time? So I don't know what I'm gonna do, short story long. Probably braid it up like every other day of my life. Okay, 16 ounces of cream cheese. We're gonna whip it up. I washed this stuff, and I still don't know how this cream cheese package came about. Who decided this was the best course of action? Fingers, they're so weak. All right, there we go. 16 ounces is 2 sticks of la creme. I think, and you know what? I used to make cheese balls pretty much every holiday, and I stopped making them. Well, I don't know really why. I had my reasons, of course. Oh wait, you're supposed to fluff this up first. Let's do that. Well, there it is, fluffing. Can you see? Or are you just staring at the half-eaten pancake on the side of my counter? I don't know if this is fluffy as much as it is creamy. Was I supposed to buy like the fluffy kind? I don't know. It says 1/4 cup of cheese. I'm adding a little bit more because it's a cheese ball. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Ooh, I've never had onion powder before. I just gave it a whiff. 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. That is delicious. Maybe a little more of that. 1/4 teaspoon of good old pepper. Aw, crap. I got cheese all over the lid. We'll deal with that later. The pepper. 1 teaspoon. Oh, I can't breathe. 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Oh man, that pepper is trying to kill me. Okay, I'm gonna mix that in. That seems good. We're also gonna toss in 1/4 cup of green onions. I don't have those. I have chives, so you work with what you have. Give that a mix. Good enough. Moving on. Well, I didn't read the recipe per the usual. I just wrote down the ingredients. But I'm pretty sure you let this chill, and then you can mold it into a ball, and then you roll it into some slivered almonds. Or do you mold it and then chill it? Well, okay. I guess I'm just gonna get some plastic wrap out and just try to mold it. I feel like this is the right thing to do. I feel like I used to add a dash of mustard to my cheese balls. I mean, I bet there's a million different recipes on the best cheese ball recipe, you know? Okay, cool, cool, cool. We're gonna just roll this up into a bowl. And if you wanna be all fancy and make it a bunny tail, you go ahead and do that. I'm not going to. Into the fridge. Everything's chilling right now or cooking in the oven. I will show you guys tomorrow when I start, or when I finish. Maybe the carrot cake is done. Oh, the pepper. It's never just one. Oh, the frosting to the carrot. We'll make that. We'll make the frosting. We'll do the ham. We'll pour the glaze on. We'll roll the cheese ball. Basically everything else. Ooh, cheese ball on the counter. How does it taste? Delicious. That Worcestershire sauce gives it such a depth of flavor. One ingredient you can't miss out on. Oh yeah, that's a good cheese ball. I don't think it's done. Okay, it is the next day and I have my ham right here and I've got all the stuff out. You can't see it. I've got all the stuff over there to make the glaze. And then I'm realizing, oh my gosh, my ham comes with glaze. All right, let's see what's in here. See what we need to add. Sugar, brown sugar, spices, and honey? What? So why do I need any of this? Okay, so I wrote down, I did my research. I had 2 different recipes here and I was just gonna combine them and kind of do my own thing. Little Dijon, brown sugar, salt, onion powder, paprika, ginger, cinnamon, which I was debating putting in because we have a brother-in-law who hates cinnamon to the 10th degree. Although he loves eggnog, so I don't know. Anyway, I was gonna ask if he was coming, whether or not to put it in. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna use the mix. And then I have some honey, which I might, what am I supposed to mix this with? 3 tablespoons of water. You know what? I think I'm just gonna blend this with some honey. It might not be a dupe for honey baked ham, but I feel like it's good enough, right? Oh, I can definitely smell the nutmeg in this. Did I even tell you it's a new day? I'm gonna add a little bit more brown sugar. And then instead of mixing it with water, I'm just gonna mix it with some honey. This is left over from, what's her name? Meredith's birthday party back in November. The wedding last night was absolutely amazing, if you're wondering. I shared a little tidbit of it on Instagram. All right, let's see about this. How could they have dried out honey to put in here? Clearly it needs water. Okay, cool, that is awesome. I'm just gonna open the ham up straight in the crock pot because it's got some juices in there. By the way, the first time I cooked a ham in a crock pot, I was gone all day, which is, I don't know, probably not allowed, but what else am I gonna do? I cooked the ham, came home, my crock pot was almost overflowing with the amount of juice that came out of the ham. Anyway, I say that because I was reading a recipe that suggested to add water to the bottom of the crock pot, and I just don't understand why. And I'm going to drip the mixture all over this. I might go in there with my hands. Massage it into all those layers as the best I can. Oh yeah. All right, cool, that looks great. And I'm just gonna cook it on low for some hours. Okay, we're gonna make the cream cheese frosting. You need 16, well, according to this recipe, I assume they're mostly the same. 16 ounces of la crème de la crème à la cheese. 4 ounces of butter, and everything's nice and softened. You also need some vanilla, but we all know that story. With it. Okay, I think that's good enough. And then I'm going to add 4 cups of powdered sugar. You should probably do this in smaller increments, but here we are. Low and slow. And then we go high and fly. And here's the carrot cake. Looks nice and golden. And I don't know the secret to cream cheese frosting, if it's supposed to be super fluffy or what. I don't really like cream cheese frosting, but you know, it's Easter, so don't you have to have carrot cake? Isn't that like in the bylaws?
Carrot cake?
Carrot cake.
I love carrot cake.
You do? Yeah. Cool, I made it just for you. Okay, I think this is a lot of frosting because it was supposed to spread over a sheet pan. So we're just gonna have a lot of frosting on this carrot cake. Oh gosh, here comes trouble. Here comes trouble. Trouble. Oh yeah, you're gonna poke holes in that? So cool, Eleanor, Meredith, whatever your name is. Okay, we're gonna finish up this cheese ball. I put it in saran wrap and I'm just gonna roll it into some slivered almonds. It's pretty soft, like it's not very firm, which is good because you don't want like a firm cheese ball because then it's hard to get a cracker in there. Do I need more? Well, that's incredible. Okay, Meredith, you keep your grubby paws off. Okay, I'm just gonna put like crackers around here. Maybe put the cheese dip in this nice little, but I might just leave it in here. Who cares, right? You wanna touch that? It looks really good. I decided not to put the glaze, where's the glaze? Dang it. Over the, whatever that's called, fruit salad. Because, I don't know if everyone's gonna like it. I don't wanna waste all that fruit. Plenty of people will like it, and if they want, they can sprinkle some juice over top. But this is brunch for now, and then we'll come home and make some dinner. Oh my heck, you guys. I am cooking dinner. We're home from our festivities. I've already changed my bra. I need to make some green beans for dinner, obviously in the oven. And I realized I left all the cookie dough balls from my last meal prep just in the freezer like this, not in a bag. You can eat one.
God!
It might have a little cookie remnants, but it just adds flavor. I'm taking it super simple with dinner. I should have cut these. I have mostly pre-made stuff, but I'll show you when everything's done what it looks like. So here is the spread for dinner. Of course, I brought the fruit out again. Oh my gosh, delicious. Also, I don't think anyone used the glaze. It is very orange heavy. Here, let me give you a little taste test. Oh yeah, that's orangey. Also, I have yet to clean off my pepper shaker, so you're not a mess, I'm a mess. And then the ham over here is just smelling delicious. Ooh, it's a little burnt on top. I like that. So moist. Look at all of this juice down here. Do you know what I'm saying? It's keeping the ham nice and delicious. Yeah, we're gonna dig into this. I already tested a few pieces. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Of course, we've got the best cornbread. It's the Krusteaz honey cornbread. You don't even need butter when you eat this. It is by far and away the best cornbread I've ever had. It's worth the extra $1, so you know, go ahead and splurge. Some homemade mashed potatoes, and by homemade, I mean Publix made them and I microwaved them. Green beans, I decided to be a little fancy and throw the rest of those slivered almonds in there. What else am I gonna do with them? All right, I decided to put the ham on a nice platter like this. You guys, is this not the nicest ham you've ever seen in your entire life? I mean, someone call the Food Network. I think my food presentation is at a skill level 10. Hocus Pocus bowl in the background, doing things right. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the frosting to cake ratio here? So this is the spread. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. I hope you got some good recipes out of it. One thing I will say about the carrot cake, earlier at brunch, because of course I brought it to brunch, not many people ate it, but enough people. And I asked, like, is it good? Like, on your scale of 1 to 10, where is it? Someone said a 9, which I feel like is pretty good, but also how dare they? And they said it would have been a 10, but they were so full. So take that for what it is. I think it's delicious. I am not well versed in the world of carrot cake, so I don't know. The frosting is good. I don't even like cream cheese frosting. I thought it was delicious. Anyway, there's that. We're gonna go eat. Bon appetit. We'll see you next time. If you want to subscribe, put a little happy in your day. Bye.